Hello, arts-based group. So congratulations, I think you got the most fabulous methodology. I want to just give you a few quick tips as you get started. So arts-based in particular is often outside of the knowledge base that we're bringing into the class. So I want to make sure that you realize that in terms of arts-based, there are there's lots of different choices, but the first choice is sort of like arts-based in or arts-based out or both. So for instance, we collected self-shaped portraits from everyone. That is a form of data. So you can use those self-shaped portraits as your data, which could be an arts-based inquiry. And the way you present those findings after you analyze the self-shaped portraits, you can do the analysis, and then you can actually write up something that's very traditional in terms of your analysis of those self-shaped portraits. That is one way to do arts-based research, that the arts-based data is collected, but then the output could be more traditional. Another way to do an arts-based project would be to use a variety of data on the way in, which could be survey, it could be the narratives, it could be the interviews. So you could also work sort of in conjunction with some other groups to see what, maybe you could ask the survey group, like, once you collect your data, can we see it, right? Or you can use the narratives that everybody wrote, whatever it is. And then you can find an arts-based way to present it. Right? And so arts-based research has lots of different faces. So one of them is found poems, and you are playing with that a little bit in your readings distillation. Lots of visual arts projects could be, you can use any form of visual arts to present your data. There's a whole tradition of photo essays and photo narratives, or even zines. And if you look at the video from Gavin Weiser, he talks about using photography in zines. I think there's another another arts-based video by Marian, and Marian uses visual arts. The video that I did talks about using comics or using ethnodrama, but there's also, sometimes people write stories, like fictional stories, but they use the data from their study to write the story. So you could use storytelling. So there's a lot of choices. And so the work for your group, the early work for your group, is going to be to think about what's your data in and what's your data out, and agree on something. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said to some of my students yesterday, this is about process, not about a perfect product. So if you're all like, yeah, we're going to do a photo essay, and one person's like, I hate photography, it's not that important about the method that you choose at this point. It's about being in a sandbox and playing with data and playing with it through an artistic lens. So that's just a little kind of, pep talk and get up and go. And hopefully when we speak in person, we can talk through some of these issues a little bit more deeply. So good luck and have fun.